If you are hoping to get your hands on the Caitlin Clark version of Nike's Kobe Bryant sneaker, you're out of luck. They are out of stock. The WNBA star teamed up with Nike for a player edition of the Kobe 5 Pro Tro, decked out in Indiana Fever colors. You see them on your screen. They dropped at 10 a.m. Monday, and they sold out before 11 a.m. In fact, in just minutes. The $190 kicks are already showing up on the secondary market at close to double the retail.
Nike recently revealed the biggest bombshell in women's sports, and the financial fallout is already rocking the whole business. Stop everything you're doing. Officially present is Caitlin Clark's distinctive logo, and the sales figures are astounding.
People kept saying, oh, Nike fumbled the bag with Caitlin. It has to get out there. Nike fumbled the bag. No, they didn't. It takes time. She's got to develop a whole freaking product line. But they just announced breaking news right now. We have a logo. That is the official Caitlin Clark Nike logo. And it's not just that. I mean, this is cool. Nike has just announced that a signature product line will be dropping soon, with signature shoes coming in 2026. Now, this is going to be her logo for all of her Nike stuff that is Caitlin Clark official stuff, just like...
After months of anticipation, Nike finally made the decision to release what may have been the most anticipated logo reveal in the history of women's basketball. Nike was launching a financial powerhouse that was already changing the economics of women's sports when Caitlin Clark sat down and revealed those interlocking CS with that secret third C concealed inside.
It's growing on me. I do. I think I like it. I went to order a t-shirt and I can't get one. We're on that pre-order action, I guess. Comparison, this is the logo, the two CCs intertwined together. Somebody said it looked a lot like a 1950s airline logo, and I was like, you know, I kind of see that. There's Brianna.
Clean, elegant, and easily recognizable is the design itself. A tiny hidden C that represents how her game was created from the ground up is interlaced with two larger C's that signify her magnetic connection with fans worldwide. A result of her unwavering determination, passion, and never-ending quest for excellence.
Double C on my jacket like Caitlin Clark. Flau'jae Johnson called it with her reference to CC in her song, because finally Nike has unveiled the signature CC logo, which features two C's. Caitlin Clark, of course, her name. I've joked about this situation for a while when people wonder what was going on with Nike, and I just can't imagine they would sign her to the deal that they did and then not eventually have some big product on the way. And of course, she is part of the partnership as well. Perhaps she could have been promoted more in the meantime, but regardless, she's so popular, all you got to do is drop it.
In order to produce something that reflects her accuracy, strength, and special capacity to motivate the next generation, Nike and Clark meticulously considered every little detail. However, this is what is making everyone go completely crazy. The market's initial reaction was nothing short of spectacular.
It looked like Caitlin Clark just gifted her entire team her signature merch, but it wasn't just the team. Every fan that shows up to Gamebridge tonight will get the first release of Caitlin Clark's signature merch on the internet today. Her and Taylor Swift broke the damn internet. Yes, bro. And for all the people that was hitting me up about Caitlin Clark's signature logo, somebody said it looked like Chanel. I said it looked like Gucci. But whatever it is a luxury sports brand. I can't think of very many luxury sports brands.
Subscribe if you're enjoying it. Let's discuss what transpired when this logo was released. After increasing steadily, Nike stock saw yet another huge surge as investors realized they were sitting on a gold mine. The day following Clark's logo reveal, the company's shares continued their post-earnings bounce, rising 3%, bringing their overall gains to 17% as their quarterly results surpassed forecasts.
Signature logo pulls you in like her game. It features interlocking C's. Her mark is emblematic of ever-expanding range on the court. Celebrate her logo debut with this soft cotton logo tee. And you know what's interesting about this design? It does look like they are interlocked, but if you kind of like squint your eyes, it also kind of looks like a very dimensional one C in front of the other one. I don't know if that's just me. According to Nike, the shirt is available, but it's not available just yet. but you can be notified for when it does go on sale. I can only imagine it's going to get sold out lickety-split.
And this is only the start. When Caitlin Clark's iconic shoe debuts in 2026, industry analysts estimate it may bring in an incredible $100 to $150 million for Nike. Renowned sneaker industry insider Nick DePaula is known to have stated, "I believe Caitlin's shoe might generate $100 million in sales when it launches. It has the potential to rank among the top 5 hallmark teams in basketball overall, not just in the W." But hold on, things get even stranger. With some estimates putting that figure even higher at $150 million, Clark's signature line would rank among the most prosperous basketball shoe brands in recent history.
And all it took was for her to take to social media to make this announcement, for everybody to go into a frenzy, and for, I think, the vibes to pick up just a little bit. It's that genuine love the fans have for Caitlin Clark. And the logo, pretty dope. Pretty dope, if I do say so myself. You see it right there. That's the look at it from the truck. They're going to be having to back up Brinks trucks to deal with all the orders that are coming for that sucker. But Caitlin Clark makes the announcement, says that the signature line is on the way in 2026.
The detractors don't want to acknowledge this. Caitlin Clark does more than just sell goods. She is changing entire market segments by herself. The lady who accounted for 26.5% of the WNBA's total revenue in 2024 is now in a position to help the league's economy by up to $1 billion in 2025. Her impact on Nike in particular has been enormous. Do you recall Nike's Kobe V Pro sneakers with the Indiana Fever colors? Hey sold out in a matter of minutes, and the average resale price shot up to $375 right away, with some pairs reaching $800. Athletes don't typically demand that. That is the realm of superstar cultural icons. The sales figures for the jersey are equally crazy. In 2024, Clark's Indiana Fever jersey was the second best-selling basketball jersey in the NBA and WNBA after Stephen Curry's. Sales of her jerseys increased by an incredible 1,193% in 2024, and she continued to hold the top spot for WNBA product sales in 2025.
Caitlin Clark's new Kobe Bryant 5 sneaker sells out online in minutes. There hasn't been this much calamity over a white woman's shoe since Cinderella and the glass slipper.
And of course, just today, Caitlin Clark's new Kobe PE shoe sold out in less than a minute. And I saw so many tweets about this, so many people who were so sad that they missed out on this shoe. I saw that there was this one Dick's store and people were lined up around the corner, like camping out, trying to get the shoe. I also heard that Nike stocked about 14,000 of these, and that is an unconfirmed report, but they sold out in less than a minute. If that's any indication of what a Caitlin Clark signature shoe will do, I think Nike better continue to get on it and get ready to launch this brand for Caitlin.
Nike was the first to realize that they were doing more than simply signing a basketball player. They were making an investment in a phenomena of culture. The Nike strategy was referred to by Jefferies analysts as a daring wager on women, realizing that the business is entering one of the sports markets with the quickest rate of growth. Nothing could be more ideal in terms of timing. In 2025, women's sports are expected to bring in $2.35 billion worldwide, a 25% increase from 2024. Basketball is expected to overtake soccer as the most lucrative women's sport. This year, women's basketball alone is predicted to generate over $1 billion in income, primarily because to players like Clark who increase investment, ticket sales, and merchandise. Nike's training gear for women has already shown rapid, single-digit growth in recent years' quarters. And that was before to the unveiling of Clark's logo. The brand is reaping the benefits of its investment in WNBA players like Clark, Wilson, and Sabrina Ioanu. Upon its online debut, Wilson's signature shoe sold out in less than 5 minutes.
Hardest logo, man, right now, currently, man. This is so dope, man. Oh, Nike, y'all did a good job with this, man. This is so clean. Go on her shoes, for shirts. Oh man, that's gonna be so raw. Clark with the hardest logo in the game right now, man. That shit is super clean. I love it. I love it. It's super dope, man. Hey, Clark, just when they want to be dropping they stuff, you know you got something in the works, man, and you gonna drop it. It's gonna be way harder than everybody else's shit, man. The new God Caitlin Clark logo, man. Super.
However, this is when the intriguing part begins. Expected to debut in the spring of 2026, Clark's signature shoe will be more than simply another basketball sneaker. It will be a cultural occasion. To make sure they get it properly, Nike is taking their time and going through a rigorous 2-year development process. Already, the excitement is reaching previously unheard of heights. According to Detballa, Nike had the option of releasing the shoe sooner for the NBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis, but they decided to take their time. He clarified that they want to do it right since they know that this release must be flawless. It is anticipated to become one of the select few hallmark basketball teams when it launches. In the WNBA's history, just 12 women have been signed, sneakers during the 28-year history of the league, in contrast to the more than 22 NBA players who currently own their own shoes. Clark will become the third active WNBA player to wear a Nike signature sneaker, following Wilson and Ionescu.
And I understand what Nike is doing. Nike is trying to get into the luxury brand style, the luxury department style, almost a little bit getting out of sporting. If they successfully do this, this has never been done. Never been done. A sport brand turn a luxury brand, and it's affordable. Affordable. See, that's the whole thing. It's a luxury brand that's affordable and is fashionable at the same damn time. And if this is how the ladies stuff look, I'm desperately seeking how the men stuff look.
There are a ton of quick merchandising potential. Beginning on October 1st, Clark's logo collection will feature high-end items for adults in addition to t-shirts, sweatshirts, shorts, and pants for all ages. If history is any guide, a navy and yellow logo tee that goes on sale even sooner on September 1st will sell out right away since the 2024 season began. WNBA retail sales have grown by 500% league-wide, with player-specific items seeing a 1,000% rise. These figures are mostly due to Clark, who is ranked 6th among basketball players, including NBA stars, and among the top 20 selling athletes in all sports. The impact is not limited to Clark's merchandise. All WNBA apparel sales increased by more than 500% in 2024 compared to 2023, according to enthusiasts. Additionally, WNBA-related sales at Dick's Sporting Goods increased by 233%. Everyone's boats are being lifted by Clark's increasing tide.
To me, this is more than just a logo. It's a dream come true. People always talk about leaving your mark on the game, and this is another way I can do that. That Nike shoe is going to sell. If you had Nike stock and you were worried about it, this is the event to alleviate some of that stress. This is the moment to rejoice. And there you have it, Caitlin Clark fans and everybody who's been sitting on pins and needles about all this. It is finally on the way. The logo has been revealed. Soon enough, we will get the shoe.
Clark's influence on Nike aligns perfectly with the WNBA's wider media revolution, resulting in a singular instance where a league's expansion is being directly fueled by the star power of an individual. There is no better time than now. An extraordinary 11-year TV rights contract worth over $2.2 billion is about to begin for the WNBA. It is expected to treble the league's existing earnings and drastically alter the economics of women's professional basketball. This deal indicates that networks are aware of the sport's growing commercial potential, and Caitlin Clark is at the core of that upsurge. NBC, ESPN, ABC, CBS, and a number of up-and-coming internet media are currently engaged in intense battle for Clark-relevant stuff. She is now one of the few athletes who can serve as both a ratings guarantee and a star on the court, transforming routine season games into highly anticipated national events. When compared to the average of 414,000 spectators for non-Clark competitions, the 1.09 million viewers that attend Clark's games on average, is a startling number. The fact that this disparity is almost threefold shows how unique she is at drawing in both new viewers and devoted followers. She has essentially produced a pull that increases the league's overall awareness and market worth in addition to her own team.
I hope they really decide to personalize a lot of these items that they're going to be dropping. Like, I want storytelling to come back to sneakers and clothes. Like, I just want y'all to tell a story again, Nike. Like really bring that back. The reason why I love Jordan's Bread 11 is because everything that comes with the story that comes along with it. Like, he likes wearing suits. He wanted something that can be on and off the court. You know, the toe boxes because he likes to drag his feet. The lace lock on some of his shoes. It's like he just didn't feel like tying his sneakers and stuff like that. Like, obviously it's going to be up to Caitlin Clark to create some viral moments in her shoe in order to bring light to what the shoe is, but just bring storytelling back to sneakers.
Her impact was further highlighted when she suffered an injury that kept her out of commission. Some networks saw a 40% decline in viewership during her absence, a sharp drop that demonstrated how her presence directly affects income and ratings. It became brutally evident over the 5 games without Clark that her availability is not merely a plot point but rather a crucial factor in the WNBA's momentum. Building a league around a transcendent talent presents both an opportunity and a difficulty for executives, sponsors, and broadcast partners. Clark is in prestigious company because Nike CEO Elliott Hill has personally verified that her signature shoe and logo design are being developed. There is symbolic significance to this product development above and beyond the value of goods sold. Nike claims that female athletes should receive the same high-end treatment that is customarily saved for male celebrities. It appears that Nike's 8-year, $28 million contract with Clark was the best deal ever. Nike will never make any of its $28 million in sneaker sales, according to one retail expert. All of this has to do with marketing, associating with her, and benefiting from her success. However, with estimated sales from her trademark sneaker alone potentially exceeding $150 million, that investment is already yielding enormous returns. So it's not just Nike taking advantage of a popular player. It's a significant shift in the way that female athletes are regarded and promoted.
TC logo ready to go. I need t-shirts, hats, pants, shoes, socks. I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers. And I'm balling every time I come and talk to you. Yeah, I want it all, CC. I need all the CC merch. It's about time, Nike. Y'all have taken long enough. It should not have taken this long for you guys to get this stuff together. I don't know what the holdup was. Actually, I do believe I know what the holdup was. Y'all didn't want a bunch of people hating and mad and all that. I know. I'm ready for this merch to drop. Cannot wait. The Caitlin Clark merch is going to be absolutely fire. The sneakers are going to be off the hook.
With the introduction of Clark's logo, Nike acknowledged that female athletes might demand the same high-end marketing attention that has traditionally been given to male superstars. As a result of Clark's Nike partnership success, the whole women's basketball ecosystem benefits. Her impact sets new standards for the financial sustainability of women's sports as high-end entertainment by influencing attendance, viewership, media coverage, corporate investment, and cultural perception. The typical suspects are still complaining about Clark receiving too much attention, but the market is saying more than they ever could. Her products with her logo will sell out right away. Records will be broken by her iconic shoe. Her ongoing collaboration with Nike will create new benchmarks for women's sports marketing and bring in hundreds of millions of dollars. At last, Nike saw what was evident to all. They're finally treating their most marketable athlete, who has always been a superstar in women's sports, like the celebrity she is. Nike said, "We get it now," when revealing the logo. "We will market her as the cultural icon that she is because she is our golden goose." The Nike logo created by Caitlin Clark is more than just a design. It is a statement and a declaration that women's basketball has arrived as a premium entertainment product, a signal that the days of treating female athletes as afterthoughts are over, and a promise that the Caitlin Clark era is just getting started.
But regardless about how anybody feels about it, the second these things drop, they are going to fly off the shelves. But one thing is for certain, at least it's not the revised Cracker Barrel logo that actually made the company's stock dip significantly upon its recent release. Shares actually fell 7% in the one day that it was released. And I know this is like completely off topic, but it's just something that I found so utterly fascinating. And if you aren't aware, the old Cracker Barrel logo actually featured Uncle Herschel, which was a man that was just leaning up against a barrel with a tagline underneath that said Old Country Store. The company actually came out and apologized, saying that they could do.
The revenue expectations are enormous, the marketing is excellent, and the logo is clean. With Caitlin Clark, Nike struck gold, and now they're prepared to extract every last bit of that value. Watch as the same people who are critical of her logo find new reasons to be critical of numbers that don't lie when the iconic sneaker is released in 2026. There is a Caitlin Clark effect. It's strong and generating enormous income for Nike and all those involved in women's basketball. The logo was only the first step. The focal point will be the distinctive shoe, and the long-term collaboration will rethink the possibilities that arise from appropriately funding transcendent female athletes. Nike's sales have skyrocketed and are only expected to rise. The spark that ignited the fuse was Caitlin Clark's logo. Her iconic sneaker will be the catalyst that completely transforms the market. There won't be a revolution. It's here already.